this is Cindy Lattimore with Inspirational Art Association. And tonight I am lucky enough to visit with one of our artists that are going to be exhibiting in the 15th Annual Christmas Season Art Showcase that will be held November 20th, 21st, and 22nd at the Utah State Capitol. Hi, Courtney.
Hello, good to be here.
Yes, Courtney exhibited last year and she survived. And she must have enjoyed it enough to want to be involved in it again this year.
Yeah, it was a great experience. Met lots of people, and yeah, it was a beautiful place. It was a great place to show my work.
Yeah, well, I'm glad you had a positive experience. So, Courtney, my question for you is when did you decide, because you've been an artist for a while, that that it finally dawned on you that, you know what, I am an artist?
I think I'm still wondering that. I think if you think you're there, then you aren't going to ever improve. No, I don't know. Well, I mean, I guess as a kid, I did a lot of art. My mom liked art, and so she had us do it. And then, did it a little in high school and ended up pursuing it in college. I guess that's where I was realized that was my thing, was in college. And then after I graduated from college, because I did graduate in art, but then I had started my family, had my first baby right after I graduated. And so I never stopped painting, but definitely it was different when I was raising my kids. It was my kids were my priority for sure. But I did lots of painting still. I painted them and I painted other portraits for people and different things and kept painting through the years. But it wasn't until just about probably 5 years ago, my kids were grown, mostly grown up, and I just decided to pursue it even more, to really put more effort into it. So
Well, there's a time and season for all things, and now it's your season and your time. So, so what do you have for us tonight that you'd like to introduce us to?
Well, I guess my biggest project that I've been working on getting ready for the show is behind me here. So I took a trip this last summer to Palmyra, New York, and we visited the Sacred Grove and everything. And I just took a bazillion pictures thinking I want to paint this. And so anyway, and it was June. So I just decided to not worry about the historical accuracy. It's not necessarily like the first vision painting. It's just a painting of the sacred um, place that it is. And I'm hoping that it just shows the feeling of the sacred nature. I mean, and I did do a bright light kind of, so it can symbolize that, but it's just more about the feeling of the sacred place that it is. So anyway, can you see it well enough?
And I can see
So,
where the light comes through. You know, when you talk about it not being exact of what the sacred grove was from this uh, other renditions.
early spring, yeah.
You know what? Some of the things I've been studying lately on my own personal nature is that we all have to make our own sacred grove, our own place where we go and
Mhm.
commune with the Lord a little more than a quick prayer in our heart or as we go through the day. And so I think that's absolutely beautiful. Do you have others that you're going to be showing us at the show, or are they same theme, or are they just a whole bunch of different genres?
Yeah, I'll have a variety of themes. So I will have, this is kind of my big piece. It's actually 30 by 40, so it's pretty large. So,
Nice.
um, but then I have, I'll turn the camera a little bit here.
Oh, yes.
It's not necessarily religious by means, but I've been wanting to try a large cloud painting, and I feel like um now was a good time to do that. So So,
You know what? They don't have to be religious, inspirational.
right. That's what I thought. So, yeah, I
Yeah.
thought it was a good time. I feel like this has a spirit as well, just to the painting, inspirational spirit. And then I am going to have a couple of temples also. So I'll turn my
Oh,
camera.
fun. Hmm.
So right there is the Provo City Center Temple. I'm going to try to also have, I'm still working on paintings. Still have time, right?
That's
But
never ending. Yes.
yeah. So I'm gonna have some smaller temple, like a smaller Salt Lake temple and anyway, some other things. I'm also working on a little, I don't have it to where I can show yet, but just a little image of Christ. So,
Oh.
well, it won't be little. I'm gonna do it 18 by 24.
Oh,
But
well, that's still good size. Yes.
yeah, I'm still working on that one. So
Oh,
not
good.
it's not to where I can show yet. Paintings go through a stage where it's best not to show them. Mhm.
Well, I'm glad. So, with your journey, Courtney, has there been like you like more of the landscapes, or did you ever do like portrait type? Well, you did say that when your kids were smaller.
Yeah,
What is your more favorite? Like if someone was to come and wanting to have you do a commission piece, would you get more excited about doing a portrait over landscape um, or something with a Western theme, or what really gets your creativeness going?
that's actually a really good question because that's something that I've personally been trying to figure out through the years, honestly. So, and I don't know that I've fully figured it out yet, but in the past, I would have definitely said people like figures, portraits and figures and things, and I still love those, but I've definitely evolved, as you can see. That I used to never do landscapes actually, and it hasn't been till the last few years that I've been working on that. And I guess my overall theme, no matter what I paint, my overall theme in for me is that I like to paint things that help us remember to enjoy the simple things in life. So, that could be a little girl smelling flowers, or it could just be flowers by themselves, or it could be a beautiful landscape of clouds, or the sacred grove or anything. So I feel like, um, yeah, I can show you another painting that I have right here. It's not going to be at this show. I'm putting it in a different show, but it shows just some flowers that I've done. Let me
Oh,
see.
hollyhocks. Yes,
So,
very pretty. Yes.
yeah, I do paint a variety, and I actually really like that. And I've realized if I just had to narrow myself down more and only paint, a certain type of thing, I've decided I would go crazy. I really like the variety, painting variety. It keeps me happy.
Well, I
So,
know doing being part of the show for the last 15 years, what I find is so interesting is the different stories that either I've heard from different people that have attended or from the artists themselves, because what's fun about the show is where people can come and actually meet you and other the artists and then hear the story behind the painting, but what the artwork speaks to them and has a special meaning to them. And it's so, I mean, some can be really sad, or some just like, oh, I remember this when I was a little girl with my grandfather or whatever, and it just brought memories. And that's what I like about art. It just triggers emotions in all people, and
yeah.
no matter the age, if they're really, excited about or feel or not excited, but can understand the feelings that are stirred inside them from the art, and then they connect with the artist about how that painting came to be. So,
Yeah.
Courtney, do you with um, we do the name is our inspirational art show, not show, um, show store. There we go. I've been doing this all day long. I'm started to get tongue-tied and brain dead. But anyway, I noticed that people that do come, they can't afford to buy original pieces, can actually buy things at the store that we offer there, and they can come and purchase different items. Have you ever, did you put anything in there last year? I don't usually, that's Telsha's department, my daughter. Did you
I
find
did.
that that really helped people be able to get educated into art and more to be able to have that option instead of coming and thinking they have to buy? Because where we are an originals only show.
Hmm. Yeah, it was nice to be able to tell people there's actually prints of, I mean, I had just one option really, but yeah, actually I had a print of a painting that had sold, so it was nice that to be able to say you can still you can get a print. But also, yeah, for definitely when I mean, it's hard to afford original art, so it is nice to have the option to do the prints or whatever. I'm planning on bringing prints of this um, painting, so I'll have
Excellent.
small prints of that. So,
Yes, yes, because I can, like we were talking about, people sometimes if you see something to remind you of making your own sacred grove or whatever the theme is, that's an excellent way for them to be able to afford it. And usually they're smaller, so there's more space in people's homes to put those in. I know my husband gets, and I don't know, he doesn't really care, but well, after the art show, I always bring a piece or two home, and he's fortunately, we've got enough walls, but sometimes I'm wondering. I was watching this show the other day with my granddaughter, and they had original pieces of artwork up in an attic because they traded them out. And I'm like, well,
mhm.
I don't think I could ever put art original pieces of artwork up in my attic. And I've often teased my kids, if the day is that I'm dead and gone, remember some of these artwork that's on our walls is worth something. So please don't give it to Desert Industries if that doesn't fit your home decor. But anyway, well, Courtney, I'm so glad we were able to catch up. I haven't really been able to speak to you too much since the art show last year. It just seems like it was just yesterday. I don't know why. Every year it just seems like it goes faster and faster and faster for this show, but it's just in a few weeks. And so those that are listening, opening night is for um, RSVP for the dinner, but you can come to the reception, but you have to have a ticket to get in. And then the other 2 days, open to the public and come and visit the artist like Courtney and get to know her and her artwork. Or even if you know Courtney, come and support her and uh, and we just have fun up there. We're not too. It's a gallery atmosphere, but with fun. We have musical numbers again this year, even more. And I didn't even have to go out and find them. They found us. So that makes it nice. So,
Oh, that's great.
yes. Well, Courtney, we'll see you in a few weeks.
Okay, thank you so much.
Okay. You have a good evening.